Which part of the neuron is the main receiving region for incoming signals from other neurons? A. Axon. B. Dendrite. C. Cell body. D. Synapse. The correct answer is B. Dendrites receive incoming signals from other neurons and transmit them to the cell body. What is the role of the axon in a neuron? A. Receiving signals from other neurons. B. Initiating electrical impulses. C. Transmitting signals to other neurons. D. Regulating cell metabolism. The correct answer is C. The axon transmits signals to other neurons or effector cells. Which of the following is a chemical messenger that carries signals across the synaptic gap between neurons? A. Neurotransmitter. B. Hormone. C. Enzyme. D. Antibody. The correct answer is A. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers used by neurons to communicate with each other. What part of a neuron insulates the axon and speeds up signal transmission? A. Dendrite. B. Myelin sheath. C. Cell body. D. Synapse. The correct answer is B. The myelin sheath insulates the axon and helps increase the speed of signal transmission. What is the space between two neurons where communication occurs called? A. Axon terminal. B. Dendritic spine. C. Synapse. D. Node of Ranvier. The correct answer is C. The synapse is the space between two neurons where neurotransmitters are released and communication occurs. Which part of the neuron transmits electrical impulses away from the cell body towards other neurons or effector cells? A. Axon. B. Dendrite. C. Cell body. D. Synapse. The correct answer is A. The axon transmits electrical impulses away from the cell body to other neurons or effector cells. Which type of neuron carries signals from the central nervous system to muscles or glands? A. Sensory neuron. B. Interneuron. C. Motor neuron. D. Peripheral neuron. The correct answer is C. Motor neurons carry signals from the central nervous system to muscles or glands, causing them to contract or secrete. What is the role of synaptic vesicles in neurotransmission? A. Release neurotransmitters into the synapse. B. Generate electrical impulses. C. Regulate neuron metabolism. D. Produce myelin sheath. The correct answer is A. Synaptic vesicles store neurotransmitters and release them into the synapse when an action potential arrives. Which part of the neuron contains the nucleus and organelles responsible for cell functions? A. Axon. B. Dendrite. C. Cell body. D. Synapse. The correct answer is C. The cell body, or soma, contains the nucleus and organelles needed for the neuron's metabolic activities. What is the function of the neurotransmitter acetylcholine in the nervous system? A. Regulating sleep patterns. B. Controlling voluntary muscle movements. C. Modulating mood and emotion. D. Maintaining fluid balance. The correct answer is B. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in controlling voluntary muscle movements at the neuromuscular junction. What is the term for the minimum stimulus needed to trigger a neuron's action potential? A. Resting potential. B. Threshold potential. C. Depolarization. D. Repolarization. The correct answer is B. The threshold potential is the minimum level of stimulus needed to trigger an action potential in a neuron. Which type of cell in the nervous system plays a crucial role in supporting and nourishing neurons? A. Schwann cell. B. Astrocyte. C. Microglial cell. D. Oligodendrocyte. The correct answer is B. Astrocytes are a type of glial cell that provide support and nourishment to neurons in the nervous system. What is the role of the myelin sheath in neurons? A. Increase the speed of nerve impulse conduction. B. Regulate neurotransmitter release. C. Receive incoming signals from other neurons. D. Initiate action potentials. The correct answer is A. Myelin sheath insulates the axon, helping speed up transmission of electrical impulses in neurons by increasing the speed of nerve impulse conduction. Which neurotransmitter is commonly associated with regulating mood, sleep, and appetite in the brain? A. Serotonin. B. Dopamine. C. GABA. D. Glutamate. The correct answer is A. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter that plays a role in regulating mood, sleep, and appetite in the brain. What is the primary function of dendrites in a neuron? A. Transmit electrical impulses away from the cell body. B. Receive incoming signals from other neurons. C. Regulate neurotransmitter release. D. Produce myelin for axonal insulation. The correct answer is B. Dendrites are the main receiving regions for incoming signals from other neurons. Which ion plays a key role in depolarizing a neuron during an action potential? A. Chloride. B. Potassium. C. Sodium. D. Calcium. The correct answer is C. Sodium ions play a key role in depolarizing a neuron during the generation of an action potential. Which part of the brain coordinates voluntary movements, balance, and posture? A. Cerebellum. B. Cerebrum. C. Brainstem. D. Thalamus. The correct answer is A. The cerebellum coordinates voluntary movements, maintains balance, and posture. Which neurotransmitter is commonly associated with the body's fight or flight response and stress regulation? A. Endorphins. B. Acetylcholine. C. Norepinephrine. D. Serotonin. The correct answer is C. Norepinephrine is a neurotransmitter commonly associated with the body's fight or flight response and stress regulation. What is the term for a neuron returning to its resting state after firing an action potential? A. Repolarization. B. Hyperpolarization. C. Depolarization. D. Synaptic transmission. The correct answer is A. Repolarization is the process by which a neuron returns to its resting state after firing an action potential. Which region of the brain plays a critical role in regulating essential bodily functions such as heart rate, breathing, and digestion? A. Cerebellum. B. Hippocampus. C. Brainstem. D. Amygdala. The correct answer is C. The brainstem plays a critical role in regulating essential bodily functions such as heart rate, breathing, and digestion. What is the primary function of the myelin sheath in neurons? A. To speed up the transmission of electrical impulses. B. To generate neurotransmitters. C. To regulate the sodium-potassium pump. D. To store energy for the neuron. The correct answer is A. The myelin sheath insulates the axon, allowing for faster transmission of electrical impulses along the neuron. Which type of neuron carries signals from sensory organs to the central nervous system? A. Sensory neurons. B. Motor neurons. C. Interneurons. D. Efferent neurons. The correct answer is A. Sensory neurons carry information from sensory organs to the central nervous system, allowing perception of the external environment. What is the gap between the axon terminal of one neuron and the dendrite of another neuron called? A. Synaptic cleft. B. Myelin sheath. C. Action potential. D. Resting membrane potential. The correct answer is A. The synaptic cleft is the space between neurons where neurotransmitters are released to communicate signals. Which neurotransmitter is associated with muscle movement, learning, and memory? A. Dopamine. B. Serotonin. C. Acetylcholine. D. Norepinephrine. The correct answer is C. Acetylcholine is involved in muscle control, learning, and memory processes in the nervous system. What is the function of dendrites in a neuron? A. To transmit electrical impulses to other neurons. B. To store energy for the neuron. C. To receive signals from other neurons. D. To produce neurotransmitters. The correct answer is C. Dendrites are the main receiving region of a neuron, collecting signals from other neurons and relaying them to the cell body. Which ion is primarily responsible for depolarizing a neuron during the generation of an action potential? A. Sodium. B. Potassium. C. Chloride. D. Calcium. The correct answer is A. Sodium influx depolarizes the neuron, triggering an action potential to propagate along the axon. What is the term for a neuron's ability to send an electrical impulse along its length? A. Neurotransmission. B. Action potential. C. Synaptic transmission. D. Membrane potential. The correct answer is B. An action potential is the rapid change in membrane potential that allows a neuron to transmit an electrical impulse. What is the function of the neurotransmitter serotonin in the brain? A. Regulating mood, sleep, and appetite. B. Promoting muscle movement. C. Stimulating fight or flight response. D. Enhancing learning and memory. The correct answer is A. Serotonin plays a crucial role in regulating mood, sleep, and appetite, as well as influencing emotions and behavior. Which region of the brain controls basic bodily functions like heart rate, breathing, and digestion? A. Brainstem. B. Cerebellum. C. Hypothalamus. D. Cerebrum. The correct answer is A. The brainstem contains vital centers that regulate autonomic functions like heart rate, breathing, and digestion. What is the role of the nucleus in a neuron? A. Generate electrical impulses. B. Control cell functions and house genetic material. C. Transmit signals to other neurons. D. Insulate the axon. The correct answer is B. The nucleus in a neuron contains the genetic material and controls cell functions, including protein synthesis. What is the function of the dendritic spines in a neuron? A. Create myelin sheath. B. Receive signals from other neurons. C. Produce neurotransmitters. D. Generate action potentials. The correct answer is B. Dendritic spines are small protrusions on dendrites that receive signals from other neurons. They play a role in synaptic plasticity and learning. Which neurotransmitter is commonly associated with pleasure, reward, and addiction in the brain? A. Dopamine. B. GABA. C. Glutamate. D. Serotonin. The correct answer is A. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in the brain's reward system, pleasure, and addiction. What is the function of the node of Renvier in a myelinated neuron? A. Speed up the transmission of electrical impulses. B. Produce neurotransmitters. C. Receive signals from other neurons. D. Insulate the axon. The correct answer is A. Nodes of Renvier are gaps in the myelin sheath where action potentials are regenerated, helping to speed up the transmission of electrical impulses along the axon. Which type of neuron carries signals from the sensory organs to the central nervous system? A. Motor neuron. B. Sensory neuron. C. Interneuron. D. Efferent neuron. The correct answer is B. Sensory neurons transmit information from sensory organs, like your eyes, ears, and skin, to the central nervous system for processing. What is the primary function of the neurotransmitter noradrenaline in the nervous system? A. Regulate mood, sleep, and appetite. B. Control muscle movement. C. Mediate fight or flight response. D. Promote learning and memory. The correct answer is C. Noradrenaline is a neurotransmitter that plays a key role in the body's fight or flight response, helping to prepare the body for action in stressful situations. Which ion is primarily responsible for hyperpolarization of a neuron during the generation of an action potential? A. Sodium. B. Potassium. C. Chloride. D. Calcium. The correct answer is B. Potassium ions play a key role in hyperpolarization of a neuron by moving out of the cell, restoring the neuron's resting membrane potential. What is the function of astrocytes in the nervous system? A. Support and nourish neurons. B. Transmit electrical impulses. C. Produce neurotransmitters. D. Insulate axons. The correct answer is A. Astrocytes are a type of glial cell that provide support and nourishment to neurons, help regulate synaptic transmission, and maintain the blood-brain barrier. Which neurotransmitter is commonly associated with memory, learning, and muscle movement in the brain? A. GABA. B. Serotonin. C. Acetylcholine. D. Glutamate. The correct answer is C. Acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that plays a critical role in muscle movement, learning, memory, and other cognitive functions in the brain. What is the main function of the synaptic cleft in a synapse? A. Generate action potentials. B. Insulate the axon. C. Transmit electrical signals. D. Allow communication between neurons. The correct answer is D. The synaptic cleft is the space between two neurons where neurotransmitters are released to allow communication between them. It plays a crucial role in signal transmission in the nervous system. What is the function of an inhibitory neurotransmitter in neuronal signaling? A. Stimulate nerve impulses. B. Inhibit nerve impulses. C. Balance nerve transmission. D. Speed up nerve communication. The correct answer is B. Inhibitory neurotransmitters decrease the likelihood of a nerve impulse. Which part of a neuron releases neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft? A. Axon terminal. B. Dendrite. C. Soma. D. Myelin sheath. The correct answer is A. The axon terminal releases neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft. What is the function of a neuromuscular junction in the nervous system? A. Communication between neurons. B. Transmission of signals to muscle fibers. C. Synthesis of neurotransmitters. D. Protection of neurons. The correct answer is B. Neuromuscular junctions transmit signals from neurons to muscle fibers for muscle contractions. Which neurotransmitter is involved in mood regulation, sleep, and appetite control in the brain? A. Dopamine. B. Serotonin. C. Noradrenaline. D. Acetylcholine. The correct answer is B. Serotonin is the neurotransmitter associated with mood, sleep, and appetite regulation. What is the main function of microglia in the nervous system? A. Nourish neurons. B. Support neurons. C. Protect against pathogens. D. Produce neurotransmitters. The correct answer is C. Microglia are responsible for protecting the central nervous system against pathogens and foreign invaders. Which part of a neuron integrates signals from other neurons? A. Axon. B. Myelin sheath. C. Soma. D. Synapse. The correct answer is C. The soma, or cell body, integrates incoming signals and processes information in a neuron. What is the function of the neurotransmitter GABA in the nervous system? A. Excite nerve cells. B. Inhibit nerve cells. C. Coordinate muscle movement. D. Enhance memory. The correct answer is B. GABA is the primary inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain, which helps regulate neuronal excitability. What is the function of oligodendrocytes in the nervous system? A. Produce myelin. B. Support neuronal communication. C. Phagocytize pathogens. D. Regulate neurotransmitter release. The correct answer is A. Oligodendrocytes are responsible for producing myelin, which insulates and speeds up nerve impulse transmission. Which neurotransmitter is associated with pain modulation and pleasure sensations in the brain? A. Endorphins. B. Glutamate. C. Norepinephrine. D. Gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA. The correct answer is A. Endorphins are neurotransmitters involved in pain relief and pleasure sensations. What is the role of the synaptic cleft in neuronal communication? A. Transmitting electrical impulses. B. Receiving incoming signals. C. Regulating neurotransmitter release. D. Separating two neurons during communication. The correct answer is D. The synaptic cleft separates the axon terminal of one neuron from the dendrite of another neuron during synaptic communication. Which of the following is a function of microglia in the nervous system? A. Producing myelin sheath. B. Promoting neuronal growth. C. Phagocytosis of debris and pathogens. D. Transmitting electrical impulses. The correct answer is C. Microglia are immune cells in the brain and spinal cord. They're responsible for phagocytosis of cellular debris, pathogens, and waste in the nervous system. What is the main function of oligodendrocytes in the nervous system? A. Neurotransmitter release. B. Phagocytosis of debris. C. Formation of myelin sheath. D. Promotion of neuronal growth. The correct answer is C. Oligodendrocytes produce myelin sheath, which insulates axons and speeds up the transmission of electrical impulses in the nervous system. Which neurotransmitter is commonly associated with pain modulation and pleasure sensations in the brain? A. Serotonin. B. Dopamine. C. Endorphins. D. GABA. The correct answer is C. Endorphins are neurotransmitters that play a role in pain modulation and pleasure sensations in the brain. What is the primary function of astrocytes in the nervous system? A. Transmitting electrical impulses. B. Insulating axons. C. Supporting and nourishing neurons. D. Producing neurotransmitters. The correct answer is C. Astrocytes provide support and nourishment to neurons in the nervous system, helping in various functions like repairing damaged neural tissue and regulating synaptic communication. Which ion is primarily responsible for hyperpolarization of a neuron during an action potential? A. Potassium. B. Sodium. C. Calcium. D. Chloride. The correct answer is A. Potassium ions are primarily responsible for hyperpolarization of a neuron, contributing to the restoration of the resting membrane potential after an action potential is fired. What is the function of an inhibitory neurotransmitter in neuronal signaling? A. Increase neuronal excitability. B. Promote action potential firing. C. Reduce neuronal activity. D. Facilitate neurotransmitter release. The correct answer is C. Inhibitory neurotransmitters decrease neuronal activity, making it less likely for an action potential to be generated in the postsynaptic neuron. Which part of a neuron releases neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft? A. Axon terminal. B. Dendrite. C. Nucleus. D. Cell body. The correct answer is A. The axon terminal releases neurotransmitters into the synaptic cleft during neuronal communication. What is the function of a neuromuscular junction in the nervous system? A. Regulating mood. B. Control of involuntary bodily functions. C. Coordinating voluntary movements. D. Transmission of signals from neurons to muscles. The correct answer is D. The neuromuscular junction is where signals from neurons are transmitted to muscle fibers, leading to muscle contraction and movement. Which neurotransmitter is involved in mood regulation, sleep, and appetite control in the brain? A. Acetylcholine. B. Noradrenaline. C. Serotonin. D. Dopamine. The correct answer is C. Serotonin is a neurotransmitter involved in mood regulation, sleep, and appetite control in the brain. What is the term used to describe how a neuron talks to another neuron or a cell that does something? A. Synthesis. B. Osmosis. C. Transmission. D. Perception. The correct answer is C. Neuronal communication occurs through the transmission of signals from one neuron to another, or to an effector cell. Which structure in a neuron contains neurotransmitter molecules released into the synaptic cleft for signal transmission? A. Soma. B. Axon terminal. C. Dendrite. D. Myelin sheath. The correct answer is B. The axon terminal is the structure in a neuron where synaptic vesicles containing neurotransmitter molecules are stored and released into the synaptic cleft. What is the role of a neurotransmitter in synaptic communication between neurons? A. Speed up electrical impulses. B. Prevent action potential generation. C. Carry signals across the synaptic gap. D. Maintain neuron structure. The correct answer is C. Neurotransmitters are chemical messengers that carry signals across the synaptic gap between neurons, facilitating communication and signal transmission.